What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Beyond a Reasonable Doubt with your sister, Jessie Woo. Listen, we're going to be discussing our new favorite show, okay? The favorite show that we all have right now, which is Reasonable Doubt, the hit series from Hulu and Onyx Collective. Thank you so much to Hulu and Onyx Collective for partnering with me every Tuesday. Not Tuesday, child. It's been such a long week. Thank you so much for partnering with me, Onyx Collective and Hulu, every Thursday night where we break down the episodes of Reasonable Doubt, y'all. I have to get you guys' thoughts on tonight's episode. I already saw some of you guys in the chat. Cam, shout out to you. Cam said, how do these episodes keep getting better? They really do keep getting better. And I don't know, like I'm not really used to this. Like, I mean, there are good shows out there, right? Like, let's just be honest, there are good shows out there, but I'm not used to watching a television show and every single episode is getting better and better. And when I say better, like, it's the writing. Like, the writing gets even better and better. The team is very cohesive because, like, it's like there's a passing of the baton and the script just keeps getting spicier and spicier. And there's always these cliffhangers. It's like, how are y'all doing this? This is insane to me. Let me see some of y'all thoughts, child. I don't think I ever heard Morris say nigga until now. Okay, I wasn't the. Can we say nigga? I was the only one. I'm like, oh, what? I've been on this planet 3 decades. I've never heard Morris say that. I've never heard the Morris Chestnut. I don't think I've heard him say that. And the way he said it too, it just rolled off his tongue. You know, it's something about putting a cigar in a black man's mouth. It just makes the N-word just slide right on out, right on out. Yo, Rhonda said, I'm tired of the nickel and diamond with the episodes. Release them all. You know what? I actually have to disagree with you. Remember, there are other shows, you know, it's not about other shows, but there have been other shows that I feel like it is better to release it every week, because guess what? If we don't release it every week, then we're not here. We're not doing Beyond a Reasonable Doubt, okay? But let's get into this episode. It's so much that went down. I mean, we have the top of the episode. Chanel all but admits that she didn't send JT into the afterlife. Now, she didn't say that, but her deflection definitely gives that. The way she was coming for Jax, like, oh, so I guess you don't believe black women, do you? You don't believe female clients. You know what? Now that I think about it, do you ever have female clients? Like, she was coming for Jax wig, child. It was a lot going on. Then you have the Corey and Jax moment. What did y'all think about that? What did y'all think about that? The whole Corey going out to eat with the bosses, and the bosses basically saying, you know, we ain't really feeling Jax right now. We ain't really feeling Jax right now. Jax be doing a little too much. And then you got Corey kind of co-signing that. Like, you know, I ain't gonna agree, but I ain't gonna disagree. And that's kind of what it leaves us at. But then later on, we find out that he done told them people that she is too difficult to work with. Now, you know, good and damn well in the workplace, Black women's is perceived a certain way during Black Women's Maxine Shaw Black Women's Month. Okay, like we already know Black women's already are perceived as being very difficult, and so why would you do that? So he tells Jax this, that he told them white people that she difficult. Okay, this Black woman is difficult. She keeps undermining me, like, you know, and that's what had led to her being pulled into the office with them. You know, can you make Corey, you know, look good? Can you help him a little more? And she's like, well, what else y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to buy some knee pads too? Like, woof. Child, Jax she be having them little comebacks, child. But I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. Like, I didn't like that Corey did that. But also, I didn't like that because Jax was like, well, can we not let these white people come in between us? Like, damn, like, and Corey was like, let me guess, you want me to root for everybody black? You know what I mean? And it's like, but I didn't like that Corey did that. But I also didn't like that it took Corey telling them white people on Jax for Jax to finally be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you. Like, girl, you really did keep undermining him, and that's why he had to run to the whites. Like, hello. I didn't like both of them. Kind of pissed me off with that. Both of them irritated me. But you know what? This is what happens in the real world sometimes. What do y'all think about the trial starting off? And Corey Cash was getting his Corey Cash Cochran on. What y'all think about that? It's just a lot going on tonight. You got Daniel finding out about the investor guy and his relationship with Adrian. It's a lot going on. Like, it's so much going on. You know what? To help me break down tonight's episode, it's only right that I bring on two very special people. Okay, I told y'all every week we're gonna have special guests now. I'm going to have two very, very special people come in, give their 2 cents on what's going on with Reasonable Doubt with these episodes. First guest is Angela Grovey. Okay, we've seen her on Broadway. This is a Broadway trained actress. Okay, Escape to Margaritaville. We've seen her in movies like Joyful Noise, along Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton. We've seen her on television shows like, of course, Reasonable Doubt. All right. We've also seen her in Modern Life, The Blacklist, High Maintenance, Ray Donovan, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Iron Fist. Let's make some noise. Show your love for Angela Grovey. What's up, Angela? Wait, I can't hear you. Wait, is it me or is it?
Let's take two.
Okay.
What an intro.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm gooped and gagged by this season of Reasonable Doubt. I just watched the episode like maybe 30 minutes ago, and I was like, what?
Yeah. Gagged.
And I know it. In theory, I've read it. We shot it months ago, but I'm still like, oh.
Gagged. Yeah. You guys are constantly gagging us. Krystal constantly keeps me just like kikiing. She be having her little comebacks, her little commentary. And I just honestly love her and Daniel's relationship, so much so that it's only right that we have the one and only Tim Joe join us. Okay, we've seen him on ABC's The Neighbors. We've seen him in Art of a Hit. Well, actually, Art of a Hit is coming up. We've seen him in This Is Us, For All Mankind, Pitch, Beef. Y'all make some noise for Reasonable Doubts. Daniel, Mr. Tim Joe.
What's up? What's up, Jesse?
What's up, Tim?
I love your intros. I love your names, Corey Cochran Cash. I mean, we need you not only in the show, but writing for the show. You know how to name the names.
Listen, I was telling Rama that last week. I was like, listen, I'm available now. Don't just leave me on the lives now. I'm available.
No,
okay.
Yeah.
But let's talk about both of you. I mean, we're getting more into you guys' storylines this season. Tim, we've got you dating. Okay, well, actually, let me not say Tim. Daniel is dating. Okay, Krystal is going through some things too. Like, can you tell us more about like your characters' arcs this season and what it was like playing your characters?
Angela, you can go first.
Thank you. He's so polite. I just love him in real life. And on the screen too.
Correct.
So I think like this season, Krystal really sort of gets an opportunity to sort of take a little bit of like a leap of faith, as I like to call it, with Jax, that you find out a little more later on in this season, that I'm just like super excited about. I feel like this season, especially, we're really, we continue to question and evaluate relationships, but specifically women's relationships, right? Yeah. I always say, like, I love playing Krystal so much because it's taught me to be a better female friend to my female friends. Wow. I've like always been like a guy's girl. And so being able to play Krystal has really sort of like helped me open up to strong female relationships and like friendship. Yeah. Which I think Jax is. So it's really great for me to get to play this fun, outspoken character, because it's also just sort of teaching me a little bit about how to be maybe a better human being in life as well. So I sort of went on both. I love it. I love it so freaking much.
I love that for you. I love the perspective. What about you, Tim?
With Daniel, I feel like it's ironic to say, but I feel like season 1 I was sort of struggling on finding Daniel, finding where I could really connect with him. But it's sort of silly to say because he's probably the character that is most like me, Tim. But as actors, we're like looking all these places of like, where is he? But he was in me, like he was so easily accessible. It just took me sort of loving him and accepting him. And I think the process of doing that was also understanding why Jax loves him and why Krystal, at the end of the day, really loves him too. It's his loyalty, it's his resourcefulness, it's his trustworthiness, it's his determination and his flexibility of being just a human Swiss Army knife. And I think that's what we're really going to get to see this year. Is last year you got to see that Daniel's got jokes. He's a funny guy. He knows how to lift a room. Even if it's at his expense. But what you see this year is that you'll see why he actually is trusted by Jax. You see him out in the field doing his work, doing some reconnaissance.
Yeah, definitely. What I remember going to the premiere here in Atlanta for this season and hearing you guys both talk about just like what it's like on set and how you just feel accepted. What is it like just for us who are here watching this live? I feel like, for instance, Tim, you talked about there's a difference between diversity and inclusion. And I thought that was such a good point that you made at the premiere. And Krystal, you talked about just how the environment, the atmosphere is just a great, atmosphere that you guys work in. Like, tell me the importance of that while working for the show.
I mean, I think that working for Onyx Collective is such a gift to be working for a network, a part of a major network, Hulu, ABC, that's like focused on amplifying Black stories. I think it says a lot when you say that you want to hear stories written by Black people. This season and last season, we had all Black directors. It's an unfamiliar space, unfortunately. And what I have experienced working on this show for 2 seasons is that there's a vibe to it because it is not about the color of your skin, actually, because they have cleared the way to just hold space for people that might not be able to hold that much space in a work environment. And so it doesn't become about the color of my skin. It actually just becomes about the work and telling real stories that happen to be focused on Black people. And I gotta say, that's top down across the board everywhere. That's Onyx, that's Rama, that's Carrie, that's Larry. That's they all believe in this message and creating that work vibe. And so that makes for a really fun work environment to work for, I think.
Yeah. I mean, there's a battle that I've always struggled with in my career, which is I get to a set and then I find myself speaking in this polite voice and being of service, even at my own
Oh,
expense.
you find yourself code switching.
Code switching. I find myself code switching. And I remember walking into this job, being fed up with the fact that I do that I offer up my power like that. So when I came to this set, I told myself, I'm going to fight against code switching. But the thing that I didn't realize is I was walking to this beautiful Onyx Collective set that was so inclusive that I realized it was not even a bad, I didn't even have to try not to code switch. And you know, there's an extreme pride that I have about this show being so, just as Angela said, so authentically Black. But at the same time, when someone might say to me like, "Oh, is that a Black show?" I'm also colorblind to it because we're just telling like a super authentic story the right way it needs to be told, with an all Black writers room, with Black voices, with Black crewmen. We're just doing it the right way. But in no way do I feel like color is a thing, even my own color. So I'm going to set, and that's actually been like quite a gift for me, is to be able to
That's great.
not even have to fight that code switch battle.
That is amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say, Jesse, just to piggyback, timing wise, we started shooting in like 2021. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like the world stopped. We had like major things go on in the world, and to be able to like come back to a work environment and for this major network to learn and grow from what we experienced as a world, and them actually not just be about the talk of it, but actually show us the action of it. That felt really, really good, because I know that not everybody has experienced that in the wake of what we all learned. So it's really cool to work for Onyx Collective and for Ramla, because they just mean it. And that's not always your experience, unfortunately.
Well, period, Ramla, and period Hulu, and period Onyx. Okay, that's what we talking about. This is the type of environments we need to be in. Okay, now let's talk about the environment at the firm, child, because Corey Cash comes in. Y'all are used to having Jax, be the head bitch in charge. Okay, so now you have Corey coming in. And they have this kind of like this tussle in between them. And we kind of see that almost like boil over with this episode. Well, it was already boiling over in other episodes, but in this episode, we see the higher ups get involved, and we see the higher ups, letting Corey Cash know, we ain't really feeling Jax like that. And then they, he kind of spills the beans on what's been going on. And then they pull her into a meeting and they say, hey, like, can you make him look good? Can you kind of, tone it down a little bit? And she's like, okay, do you want me to get some knee pads too? Like, what y'all want me to do? What do you guys think about the dynamic of their characters and how they're dealing with having to work with each other on this case?
I mean, it's interesting because I think Angela and I both see it from such a different perspective, because Jax is sort of our mama bear. She's the reason why we're in that office, because there's in no other situation would someone like Daniel or Krystal be at Binder, Hertz, and Stewart. We wouldn't be employed at that kind of office. So Jax is our North Star always, but in comes Corey Cash, and while we're always vying for Jax's love and fighting each other for Jax's love, here comes Corey, and he's sort of showering both Krystal and I with love. And so
especially you, especially Daniel.
Fun dynamic for us that we're all sort of smitten with Corey, but Jax is starting to feel a little bit, I don't know, threatened, because both her two little pets, her cat and dog, Krystal and Daniel, may have found something else that we're aspiring to get love from.
It definitely like raises the stakes, I think, of in the office internally, and shakes it up a bit. But I think that like this is also the episode for Krystal where I say I knew a long time to always bet on Jax. And it's just like, even though I've been like, I might have been mesmerized by the shiny, handsome man coming in the office.
Listen, no, hold on, wait. Now, I'm speaking. Listen, I'm speaking to Krystal right now, cause you wasn't really feeling Corey coming in, but when he made that little entrance, honey.
Now listen, Jessie, I want you to know that I am a wonderful employee, and I want all my future employees to know that I follow all the HR rules and things like that. But that man is very handsome. He's very handsome and also so wonderfully, and like he's just very kind.
Angela, that wasn't even a scripted line, right? That was just a behind the scenes. Someone had a camera on Angela, and she said, "Oh, I love it." Right? That's what happened. Yeah.
No.
Wait, so that was in the script.
No. That is absolutely. And Jessie, something you should know about the two of us. I read the ink because I'm like, okay, but Tim is like an improv, like, ooh, he's good at it.
Tim be like, you know what? I know the gist of this scene. Hold on. Hold my beer.
He comes to play. And I'd be like, oh, we don't, Tim, cool, buckle up, let's go. But he's the one who always starts it. Always.
Well, let's talk about betting on Jax, because Jax is convinced that Chanel did not do this, right? And she comes in and, you know, she offers Corey that, and Corey's like, nah, we're sticking to the script. We're sticking to the fact that she did do it. Like, we're sticking to this. And meanwhile, you have Daniel, who is doing his little investigative work. He finds that little investor guy, and Adrian got a little thing going on. And you have Krystal, who's like, wait, bet on Jax. Like, how do you think that Corey and Jax, like, do you feel like Corey and Jax are listening to y'all?
I think that we have their ear. I think that our characters have their ear. And I think the interesting part of the fact that we play for like a criminal defense like group is because you're challenged to sort of look at all angles in a different way than like the prosecution. So we have different tasks. And I think that as Krystal and Daniel, sometimes our job is to be like, but did you think about this? And whether or not, you know, Jax or Corey take that and run, I think that that's also why we are here, is that sometimes we might bring up the thing that maybe they're not thinking. And I think that's really our importance for Jack. You know, I think that's really why she has stuck with us for this time, is that she's like, they're silly. They're high maintenance sometimes, but we're here. We are paying attention.
You need them.
Yeah, we know how the job works. We approach it in a non-judgmental way. So we're not quick to cast our vote as well. And it's interesting because, you know, Jax went through something really big last season, and Daniel and Krystal full well know what she went through. Like, it was she has a messy home life, but we were there the whole time. But we always know what the main goal is, and whether it's the case with the Braden Miller case, and knowing what Jax is, you know, how that starts to intersect in a weird way. But even this season, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. But I think Daniel and Krystal are always the professional side that you don't really get to see, is that we are always going to be looking in the corners that they're not looking in to bring that information to Jax and Corey. So I don't think we've actually made a determination of, I don't think we care who's innocent or guilty quite yet. We're just finding information together.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me ask you guys about a storyline that your characters don't really cross over with. Let's talk about Lewis. Because this is what the hell is going on up in Lewis? What is going nutshell, this episode, that the interview with Chanel's interview finally airs, and he gets a whiff of it, and he gets to see that, you know, JT, before he went on to the crossroads, had an affair with Tony, and then, you know, and then he also apparently gave her money for, you know, this unborn child that she about to have. And then so he figures out, oh my God, she pregnant. Oh my God, she pregnant, because, you know, I was up in there. I didn't wear no swimming trunks. So hello. So now you have him meeting up with her, and she's like, okay, you know what? The baby ain't yours. I didn't get no test done though, but it's not yours. You know what? You should just move on. You back with Jax. I'm just handle it. He's like, yeah, I'm back with Jax. So, you know, tell me what y'all think about what's going on with Lewis. It's so much.
It's so much. It's so much. But I have to tell you, I watch this show like a fan, like, because we're so separate from that part of it. So like, you watch on Thursday nights on Hulu, you watch the show.
You better plug it in. You better plug it in.
And I'm like, I'm talking to my television, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that, Lewis? Are you dumb? Like, catching side things, which I think it just speaks to the genius of, you know, this our acting company. But it's so complicated, and I feel like he's got so many tells in this episode that if you watch it, you're telling on yourself. And if she was looking at you, she might be able to see it. But then they bring up this whole trust theme again, and I was like, y'all better write. Shout out to Loy on this episode, because there are nuggets of themes all over this episode.
Yeah, I know Angela
Tim,
and I.
have you ever been in a situation like this, Tim?
No. But I will say, Angela and I usually bring, you know, some of the comedy and levity of the show, but I found myself just laughing at every instance that Lewis had with Tony, and the Alex Dunn and the cell phone, and like the little. I was like,
hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious. And devastating, if however it may or may not turn out, could be potentially devastating. So I think the humor of it also came from like how uncomfortable I am, because they're so healthy right now. Jax and Lewis, they're doing so well. They're winning.
They down to the therapy. They down to Iyanla Van Zant brother. You know what I mean? Yeah, they getting the therapy on. What's going on? Why would Romula do? Why is the writing team doing this?
I don't know.
Episode 1, they were on other sides of the couch.
Opposites.
This episode, they're like intertwined, almost sitting on each other's laps.
Her leg was like entangled in here when she was in that cute little like shirt thing. Yeah. How she pulled her leg up on him.
Listen,
yes. I can't.
Let me ask y'all this. This is before I let y'all go. Let me ask y'all this. So there is a bit of tension building up between Jax and Corey Cash. Can y'all drop some tea? Like, are we gonna see, you know, a little romantic moment? You know, it's only for my life. It's only for the show. It's only for this show. Nobody else is gonna see this.
Nobody else is here. Yeah.
You
know what? I like you a lot, and I feel like I want to just give you,
I like you too.
A small nugget, because I feel like I've watched you do these lives, the Beyond Outs that you can all catch, and I feel you ask so many of our colleagues the same kind of question, and I want to tell you on today that 100% you will see Jax and Corey in an office together, solving a case.
Ooh. Ooh.
You know, I thought we connected. I thought we made a connection. You know what? Okay, you can't tell me that. Tell me this. Did Adrian do it?
Tim.
Huh? Did he?
You heard the question.
Oh, did Adrian do it?
Huh?
Oh, Adrian. Yeah, he did have a relationship with Chanel. That's what he did do. You're right. Paying
You know
attention.
what? All right.
Paying
You know
attention.
what?
You should have Daniel's job. You should come in as the next private investigator season 3.
No, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna call Rom because I need to get you because y'all not spilling no tea. I'm having this live every week and ain't nobody spilling no tea. You know what? On that note, let us know where we can follow y'all and how we can support y'all. If you have anything coming up that you want to share with us, I know we're gonna see you guys next week on next week's episode. But before that, please let us know how to follow y'all and how to support y'all.
You can follow me on all social handles at my name, Angela Grovey. That's 1 O, not 2 O's, because that's groovy. I am groovy, but I'm just Angela Grovey. And I got all kinds of things popping up over there. But yeah, that's how you can follow me.
Mm-hmm. I'm also on Instagram at Hello Tim Joe. And, it was an interesting conversation that you brought up in the intro of like that this show is a week-to-week show. And I think I agree. That's the beauty of what a week-to-week show offers, which is community.
Yep.
So the way you can support us is just stay with us. Both Angela and I, we're fans. We're there every Thursday on Hulu watching the show. We want to interact with y'all. We got 5 more episodes. It's going to feel like, ew. You guys are going to need people to talk to. So we want to be around. So you can let us, talk to us on Instagram. Hopefully there'll be more opportunities for us to really interact and build this Reasonable Doubt community.
Well, honestly, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm so thankful to both of y'all for joining us. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciated having you guys, and we cannot wait to see what happens next week, Thursday, Hulu, okay? Especially since y'all ain't telling me what's going to happen. So I guess we got to wait. We got to wait till next week, child.
Thank you. Thank you for this love. We really appreciate you.
Thank
you both.
I love your show.
Thank you
for doing this with us.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, we want to thank our guests for spending time with us. It's been great, y'all. I mean, honestly, I can't wait till next Thursday. This episode again left us on another cliffhanger. You have Chanel, who lied about not knowing Investigator Man, but then Investigator Man showed up to the courthouse and to the jailhouse and was like, "Where's my money? Give me my money! Yeah, just give me my money! Yeah." He said he want his money. She's like, "I ain't got no money." He's like, "You need to be asking Adrian. You sure know how to pick them." And then he goes to Adrian and tells Adrian, "Okay, Jax got her little investigator. Daniel is following me everywhere. You need to handle her." And then we have this meetup at the end where we see, the little pew 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 on Adrian's back. So we don't know what's gonna happen next week, y'all. I'm just child. Let me see, child. Oh! Tim Joe. It said Tim Joe is so fine. Okay. See, I didn't get a chance to look at the comments. I'm over here working, child. Let me look at more of these comments. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, somebody said, "Well, I was cleaning Lewis clean out." Yeah, Lewis is tripping. Alexa J, I love how Corey comes in and really shows a difference in how male presence is different from female presence in the workplace. We definitely see the difference. We definitely see the difference between him and Jax. We also see the difference in how they're both treated. It's like he comes in and automatically like he's the fave. Jax been there, and it's like she has to work 10 times harder, right? Because she's a black woman. But y'all, Make sure that you guys are watching Reasonable Doubt every Thursday, only on Hulu, brought to us by Hulu and Onyx Collective. I want to thank you so much again, y'all, for spending time with me, watching this live. Make sure that you like the live before you leave. Like it, share it, so more people can see it. And yeah, I will see y'all next week, Thursday, right here for another Beyond a Reasonable Doubt show. You never know who's going to stop by. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Thank you.